Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy, guys. Welcome back to another video. This video, we are going to have a look at PTE Core Test. I took the PTE Core Test recently, and this is my scorecard. By the grace of God, I've got 90 each, 90 in all the modules, and 90 overall as well. This was my 12th time 90. 11 times I got in PT Academic, and this is the first time I took PT Core Test, and I've got 90 each in that as well. Now, why I took the test, there are a few reasons. Very first thing, I wanted to check whether the format, how is the format? Is it similar to PT Academic or it is different? Second, I wanted to check the difficulty level, that how difficult is it to get a score which is equivalent to CLB 8, 9, or 10. Then I wanted to see how many extra questions you're getting. Can you still use the shortcuts, tricks, hacks, templates, formats, which we advise all the students to use in PT Academic, and a few more things which I'm going to share with you in this video. Now let's get into the video. Very first thing, how is the format of the test? PT Core is pretty similar to PT Academic. There are just a few changes. It is divided into 4 modules: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. It is comparatively shorter. It will take you around 1 hour, 40 minutes, or 30 minutes to complete the test. Everything is computer based. There's no human involvement. Your test will start with the speaking module. You'll have around 30 questions in speaking. And for time, you don't really need to stress about time. You'll always have enough time in the speaking module. The very first question type is read aloud. You will get 6 to 7 read alouds in the text. The difficulty level is pretty similar to PT Academic. I even had questions which I had previously in the PT Academic test as well. So to practice read aloud, for PT Core as well, you can practice from the websites which offer PT Academic practice questions. You get 6 to 7 questions, pretty easy. Second, repeat sentence. I got 10 or 11 repeat sentences. Everything was moderate length. I found repeat sentences comparatively easier in PT Core. All the sentences were around 10, 11 words. So it was pretty easy to do. I got 3 describe images. I use the same format which we advise all the students to use for PT Academic as well, and it worked. Fourth question type was respond to a situation, which is a new question type. In PT Academic, you have read a lecture, but in PT Core, you get respond to situation. But this is an easy question type. You don't have to do much over here. You'll get a situation. You have to just respond or tell about the situation and see how you will reply to the situation in real life. I got 4 respond to a situation question types and was pretty easy. In the coming videos, I'll share the format, the structure which I use to answer or to respond to the situation, and that will make your job very easy. Lastly, in speaking, I got 6 answer short questions, pretty similar to PT Academic, general knowledge based questions. If you know the answer, you say the answer, otherwise you just speak a few keywords from the question. So this was the speaking part. Then we moved on to the writing part. Writing part is slightly different, or a few things have changed in writing as compared to PT Academic. In PT Core, very first question type you get is summarize written text. You may get 1 or 2 summaries. I got 1. You have to write 25 to 50 words. You will get a passage which will be around up to 200 words, and you have to write the summary of the passage between 25 to 50 words. Pretty easy. The difference as compared to PT Academic over here is that in PT Academic, you were supposed to write between 5 to 75 words, and you were supposed to summarize it in only 1 sentence. But over here, you can write 2 or 3 sentences as well. I wrote 43, 44 words, use the connector to join the sentences, and I wrote 3 sentences. Next question type in writing is writing an email. This is a new question type. You have to be a bit careful over here, otherwise you can lose a lot of points. There is one thing which I was really confused about in the test, and I really want you to take care of that as well. What happens in writing an email? You will get a situation again. For example, you are planning to go on a walk with your friend, but you think it will rain tomorrow, so you want to go for lunch instead. Write an email to your friend saying, why would you prefer lunch over walk? What if it does not rains? And what is the location for the lunch? So you've got 3 bullet points, right? So you have to address 3 bullet points. You get 9 minutes to write 1 email. You may get 2 or 3 emails in your test. I got 2 emails in my test. You have to start with greetings, then you have to write purpose of the email, then 3 bullet points, and then you have to close the email. I will give you a format or a structure for writing an email as well. That will make your job very easy. But one thing you have to be careful about. I was confused about this. When I had a look before going for the test, I had a look at the marking criteria. Marking criteria says if you write between 50 to 120 words, you will get full points in form. But when I went for the test, the title or the prompt says try to write at least 100 words. So in the first email, I just wrote 94 words, and when I went to the next email, I had a look at the prompt and it says write at least 100 words, and I freaked out. I was a bit nervous about it. But as the marking guide says, you can write anywhere between 50 to 120 words, but PT prefers you to write around 100 words. But even if you have few words less than 100, it's fine. In the first email, I wrote 94 words. Second one, I wrote 112 words, and I've got full points because my extended writing is full, and I've got 19 writing as well. In the coming videos, I'll be sharing a format with you guys as well, using which you can write all the emails, whatever emails you have to write. That will make your job very easy, and it will be very convenient and easy and fast for you to write email. Managing time is very crucial. You only have 9 minutes, which I feel are a bit less because you have to think as well, but once you have the format, you'll be able to do the job. This was the writing part. Then we moved on to the reading part. Reading part is pretty similar to PT Academic. You get 15 to 16 questions, around 32 minutes. I got 16 questions, 31 minutes, I guess. We started off with reading and writing blanks called the drop-down blanks. I got 6 of these. One thing, PT Core reading is comparatively easier as compared to PT Academic. PT Core is more general in nature, right? You'll have journal words, commonly used words, whereas in academic words, you have more of formal language. But in PT Core, you have bit of informal language. So reading is comparatively easy, not very easy, but comparatively easy. So you don't have to stress much about it, but yes, you have to practice as much as you can. Reading, writing blanks, I got 6. MCQ multiple, I got 2. Then I got 3 reorder paragraphs. And then after that, I had around 4 drag and drop blanks and 1 MCQ single answer. Difficulty level was moderate. I used the same tricks, techniques which I use in PT Academy for reading section. And, by the grace of God, I've nailed it as well. Then we moved on to the listening part. Listening part is bit changed. Very first question type is summarize spoken text. What is changed now also in PT Academic? For summarize spoken text, you get 10 minutes and you have to write the summary between 50 to 70 words. But over here, you have to just write summary in 20 to 30 words, and you are only given 8 minutes for that. So you have to manage your time. And the challenge is that you have a lot of content and it's very difficult to put everything down in 20 to 30 words. I struggled with that. But yes, obviously, if you have a word limit, you have to, follow that, and you cannot include each and everything. So I wrote around 28, 29 words. I got 2 summaries, I guess. 8 minutes for each summary. Around 25, 27 words, and include the main keywords. That's all you have to follow or care about. After that, your listening part 2 starts. So listening is basically divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is summarize spoken text, where you get 8 minutes per summary. And part 2 is where you get remaining questions. You'll have around 11, 12 questions, and you have an overall time where you have to manage your time yourself. In summary, you get 8 minutes. If you finish in 8 minutes, it's fine. If you finish in 6 minutes, you won't get extra 2 minutes in the next question. So timing for summarize spoken text is fixed, whereas for part 2, for remaining 7 question types, around 11 to 12 total questions, you have around 12 or 13 minutes, right? So you'll have limited time. You have to manage your time properly. Very first question type of part 2, or the second question of the listening module, was MCQ multiple answer. I got 1. Then I got 2 listening fill in the blanks. Then I got 1 MCQ single answer. Then I got 1 select missing word and 1 highlight incorrect word. These questions are similar to PT Academic. As I've told you before as well, that in PT Academic and PT Core, you don't have to worry much about MCQ single answer, MCQ multiple answer, and select missing word. You have to focus on summarize spoken text, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. Now I use the same approach. I focused on important tasks. I gave my best on the tasks which I've told you are not important, but you don't have to waste your time, because let's say if you're wasting a lot of time on MCQ multiple answers, you will miss out on the questions at the end. And if you miss out on the questions at the end, you're going to struggle. And lastly, after one highlight incorrect words, I had 4 right from dictations. To be honest, I was only expecting 3, but I got 4. But the length was around 10 or 11 words, was pretty easy. Last one was slightly fast, but I was able to get it. And in right from dictation, I was confused at 2 places about the spellings. I added extra words. One was achieve. I wasn't sure if it's achieve or achieved, so I wrote both the words because PT guideline clearly says you get 1 point for each correct word and you get 0 for misspelled or wrong words. So you don't get -1 for extra words, right? Or the wrong words you write. So let's say there are the sentences, I am going to London. You don't know how to write London. You write I am going to LONDON as well. So what happens over here, you have written all the right words, you get 6 points, and one word which you have written incorrect, you don't lose any points for that. Still, you end up getting full points. And right from dictation is the most important question type of your test. If you do good, you will get points in listening and writing. That was it. That was the end of my test. And then I got my result after one day, 90 each. What approach did I use? I did not prepare a lot. I just kept it simple and basic. Speaking, I focused on clarity. Use the templates for describe image and the format for respond to situation. Summarize written text, kept it simple. Email, I used a structure which I'll be sharing in coming videos. The videos will be out very soon. Reading, I managed my time. I focused on understanding the context and used a few grammatical rules as well, which I've already shared. I'll try to attach the link to those videos in the comment section. Summarize spoken text, I took care of spellings. I was very cautious careful about spellings in summarize spoken text, and listening, fill in the blanks, and in write from dictation, which I want you to do. And in listening, please manage your time properly and you'll be fine. Now, what is the difficulty level? Honestly, if you prepare or practice for 2 to 3 hours every day for 3 to 4 weeks, you can easily get 90. If I have got it, you can do it as well. I know I've been teaching PT for last 6 years. I know the ins and outs, but it's not difficult. If you follow the structure, follow the strategies, the format, you can do it as well. To practice, you can go on languageacademy.com.au. We have started uploading material for PT Core. Everything for PT Core will be out soon. Mock test, everything you need to crack your PT core test as well will be out very soon. You just need to go on languageacademy.com.au and register over there. Now, what else we need to take care of? What is the study plan for PT Core? Every day you have to practice 2 to 3 hours. You have to spend 1 hour on reading, 30 minutes at least on your speaking part, around 40 to 50 minutes on listening, and remaining on writing. You practice around 15 read aloud every day, 20 repeat sentence every day, 2-3 describe image, 2-3 respond to situation. Summarize written text and email, you can practice one alternate day. Reading, you have to practice 15 reading writing blanks, 15 reading blanks, and 5 reorders every day. MCQ single and multiple, don't worry much about practicing. And lastly, for listening, you have to practice 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight incorrect words, and 35 actually write from dictations every day, because these questions are very important. MCQ single, MCQ multiple, and select missing words. You don't worry much about practicing these. These are not very important. If you do so, 100% you will get your scores. So this was my experience taking PT Core test. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Keep it basic. Just follow the strategies, the structure which you have been provided, and you will get your scores. We have started PT Core classes online as well. If you're interested, we've got our branches in India, in Australia, in Nepal, and we do provide online classes especially for students in America and Canada as well. If you need any help, we've got flexible timings, flexible batches. You can contact us on these numbers or visit our website, and one of our team members will be with you and we will help you crack your PT test. If you need any help, let me know in the comment section. Videos are going to come out. If you have any doubts, if you want me to cover any other topic, let me know in the comment section. And that is it. If this video was helpful, do like, share, and subscribe. To practice, you can go on languageacademy.com.au, register over there. You can download LAPT exam practice app as well. It's available on iOS and Android, Google Play Store as well. Varun from Language Academy, my only aim is to make sure you don't waste your time, you do not waste your money, and get your desired scores in the very first attempt. We have helped thousands of students for PT Academic, and we are sure we are going to help even more students for PT Core. I'll see you very soon. Till then, take care and stay safe.
I have scored 73 in my PTE in only 10 days.
I achieved my desired score just in 20 days.
My desired score.
Desired PT score.
Desired
Desired score.
language academy to achieve किया है.